It feels like it's been an entire eternity waiting for Dream to put out his response video to the Dream allegations. Truly, the allegations to end all allegations would be the Dream response. I've been eagerly, patiently waiting at my desk for the time when the video drops so I can bust out some G Fuel, sponsored, and crank out the video real quick.
It's about that time.
But it just keeps taking longer and longer. Dream keeps interacting with these freaks on Twitter, and he's arguing endlessly about this thing, when in reality, I think if he's innocent, then the best way to go about this would be to just respond and like get it all on the table so everyone can see. Before we get into his responses though, let's look at the new allegations being brought against Dream. So first of all, we have this person saying, "You were a victim of domestic violence, Dream? Was that before, during, or after you housed the abuser Justin Tyler Alfonso, also known as Manatreed, after he beat his 19-year-old girlfriend? Why did you let him stay at this address, one that was confirmed to be yours?" Now, this name Manatreed did ring a bell, but I was not sure who he was, so I actually had to look this up and figure out who this guy even is. Manatreed, Justin Tyler Alfonso? Is it? Hold on. Is it Alfonso? Is it? That's a funny name. Hold on. Hold on. It is Alfonso. What the F? He was a Minecraft YouTuber who was good friends with Dream, childhood friends actually, and he started making content with the Dream SMP a few years ago.
Manatreed? Wait, what? Stop!
His account started in 2021 and then quickly got 500,000 subscribers. And for a bit, the guy was actually blowing up thanks to these connections. A tweet of him saying he was joining the SMP got 200,000 likes at the peak of Dream's popularity in like 2021-ish. A lot of people thought Dream was him, but it was revealed he was his own guy eventually. He wasn't just the same person. People were going through his personal life though to try and figure out how he knew Dream, what his real name was, basically trying to dox the guy. Meanwhile, openly, he was just like a normie gamer making videos and streams. You wouldn't really think there was anything weird going on.
But a lot of like the coincidences were coincidences. Like a lot of like the people that thought the theory, like the theories a lot of people thought, like the fact that my profile was made on June, and what was it, the Ollie, that my account was made when the Ollie on Sapnap did the Ollie. Those were all coincidences. I had no idea. Like I didn't know. I did know that, I guess, that Dream made his account in June, but I didn't remember it when I made the account. You know what I mean? I didn't even really think it was even June when it was kind of June. But yeah.
I guess that's probably true when anybody does anything. And you think about like the month you're doing it in.
But it wouldn't be smooth sailing forever. Eventually, the guy got doxxed, I guess, and people looked through his criminal record to find that he was a real-life friend of Dream who had a battery charge against him and a restraining order against him from a year before he came to the Dream SMP. Allegedly, this is all true, according to Twitter. The guy was called a threat to society by the Twitter user who found this, and then claimed the dude was homeless before Dream gave him shelter when he needed it. And around the time that this all comes out, he gets removed from the SMP. Now, I don't know how accurate this information is. For example, I don't know how well Dream knew this guy when he like reconnected with him in adulthood. I don't know if he knew about this charge, if the charges are real, if he was falsely accused, if he was convicted. I just don't know all the details. But whatever the case, I guess Dream decided to kick this guy basically out of the SMP, and it just kind of went quiet. There wasn't any real big giant public response as far as I've seen. I'd like to know what Dream knew about this guy when he housed him, if he thought he was innocent, if he had heard of these charges. Maybe he'll cover that in his response video when that comes out, but for now that remains to be seen. But it is interesting that someone brought this up because I'd never even heard this. For another update, you guys may remember OxyClean, who to my knowledge is the first Dream accuser. To recap this and refresh your memory, the story goes that a girl going by OxyClean on Twitter came out about her experience with Dream the day after he revealed his face to his audience. He hates his fans? Well, he loved 17-year-old me. None of it is appropriate for a fan and an influencer to be this close. Well, it could be appropriate if you were an adult or if he wasn't like super above your age. In that case, it is appropriate and nobody should care. But, you know, moving on. Especially since I was 17 and still in school and he knew that, it crosses the line when he's sending me his huge house and inviting me. The worst flirt I recall was on Snapchat, and obviously those delete. If you don't believe someone but have no proof to prove them wrong, then keep it to yourself. I mean, if you're making a public accusation with very little proof, you're gonna have people questioning it. This isn't your personal friend group. You're accusing a famous person with millions of eyes on him of being a pedophile. People will ask for proof. This is such a childish mindset. This is the strongest evidence I've seen that this girl was groomed because she's so stupid and childish. She says that he showed his face to her when she was a minor. She shows a few screenshots that look like cringy flirting. I haven't seen any proof of illicit material exchanged at all in these DMs, and she didn't really imply that that happened. It's all just kind of cringy flirting, and I haven't seen any proof that he invited her to his house or anything like that. Now, to be clear, Dream and OxyClean definitely messaged. They definitely had some interactions, but as far as if he did anything wrong, I just don't know. I would probably say he didn't. A lot of people will point to like the power imbalance, and to be clear, power imbalances do exist, but that only really matters if there's some kind of abuse going on upon in that power imbalance, right? So like someone who's an adult who's messaging, let's say, you know, a young person, right? Let's say a 22-year-old is messaging a 15-year-old, right? Obviously, the 22-year-old has power over the 15-year-old because of their life experience, their age, their agency. And a 15-year-old, we legally would say, can't even consent to someone who is 22, right? We would say societally that's very frowned upon. But the existence of a power imbalance only matters if there's an abuse of that power. With a 15-year-old and a 22-year-old, that abuse is inherent and there's no way around it. With someone who's 19 and someone who's 17, I mean, just because the guy's a famous YouTuber doesn't mean they can't sext, right? From what I can tell, Dream may have known her age, and apparently he didn't see it as an issue, and according to him, there was no pressure going on whatsoever. Lanza had a pretty good quote from his video about that, which I played last video, but I'll play it here again.
It's flirty and it's cringe, but it isn't nothing to hold against either person as something with malicious intent, and implying other things like the 13 or 15-year-old doesn't make your claim look any good without any hard proof.
So the most recent update here is like this girl is back on Twitter, and when people asked her for proof, she said, "I'm not here to fully prove my experience that I know happened." Well, if you're making a public accusation and don't want to provide proof, then just fuck off. You're cringe, unbased, you have no swag, and you're being extremely irresponsible. I think I'm probably going to write this accusation off entirely at this point unless something huge changes, because this person is not even willing to provide any proof and apparently doesn't feel burdened to provide proof whatsoever. So go away. I don't care about you anymore. You're on the bottom of my boot. Unless you bring something good to the table, in which case I'll remove you off the boot, put you on the desk, and dry you off and take you seriously. I don't know if that's going to happen though. I love energy drinks, which is why I'm proud to be sponsored by the best guys in the game at it, G Fuel. They sent me a bunch of stuff, including 4 of these Dream Demon energy drinks. They sent me 4, and I only have 1 left to show you guys because I drank all the other ones because I like it so much. They taste great, they have 0 calories, and they get me personally wired as hell when I'm editing videos or playing games. I feel electrified. This stuff is like injecting adrenaline straight into your veins with a syringe, except it comes in a can and in tubs, so you don't have to drink it, and you won't look like an addict. They have a bunch of these tubs, which are an energy drink as well, but it's just powder that you pour into water, and then you can drink it whenever you want. This one right here is called Hype Sauce, and it tastes like raspberry lemonade. Really good. This one is called Pog Juice for whenever you want to soy face. This one is super cool. It's called Ice Cream, and it's a collaboration with the PlayStation game Twisted Metal, and it has a sour strawberry cotton candy flavor. And they also made sure to send me this one specifically, which is called Clickbait. They were very adamant that I show you guys this one, probably because they've been watching the vids. They know what we're all about. And right now, G Fuel is doing a buy one, get one sale for Black Friday. You can get your hands on 2 fantastic BOGO exclusive flavors. On the first day, Monday, they're introducing Spiced Orange, as well as the Blacklight edition of their classic PewDiePie flavor. The first 5,000 customers who order a Blacklight edition tub will also receive a free G Fuel branded Blacklight keychain while supplies last. Orders over $70 will also include a free glow-in-the-dark shaker, also while supplies last. You guys can get 1 G Fuel energy tub and get a second one for free, and you don't even need a code for that one. There's also an exclusive stainless steel Blacklight shaker cup that launches the first day of buy one, get one free. And G Fuel is always adding new flavors to their site, so get it while supplies last. Do not wait. Very limited quantity. I love G Fuel. You know G Fuel, and you should love it if you don't already. It's good for your soul. It's good for your productivity. Listen, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. All of the Fortnite gats will be begging you to share some when they find out that you have G Fuel. So what are you waiting for? Grab a tub, get some energy drinks, and be sure to use code TURKEY at checkout so they know that I sent you. All right, now back to the video. Thanks, guys. So the next thing up on the docket is from an account called Burner22. Dream was taken knowingly and willingly received explicit images and sexted a 16/17-year-old in 2019 when he was 20. He has a history of being inappropriate with minors going back years. This man is a gooner. We have a few screenshots. One of them is a DM with the user censored, and the other person is called Chia Seeds. And someone here says she's 17. And then there's like a screenshot of Twitter where someone named Jamie says, "Here you go, I guess." And the video has a caption saying, "F yes, your biddies are so nice. What the freak?" They then went on to post the actual moaning video where you can hear like, I guess supposedly Dream moaning. It sounds like Dream. At the time, it was hard for me to tell if it was even him. I'm not going to play it here for obvious reasons, but everyone was calling this definitive dead to rights proof that Dream is a foul, scummy person. When in reality, there was no proof at the time that it was him, no proof of the age of the other person, no idea what age Dream was concretely, and no idea of if he knew their age or not. There's no proof of any of this. And yet the hate train was calling him a file, basically, because that's how the internet works. Dream is cringe, therefore he's guilty of everything. Welcome to Twitter or something, I don't know. Jordan Peterson was right, I guess. Explain what you did with Jamie when she was 16 and 17 and you were 20. Why'd you goon Janie in 2019? The account the video had been sent to was suspended a while back, and it seems Jamie left the internet and privated her accounts back in 2020. The conversation was between 2 of Dream's friends, where one says Dream continued to talk to them and admitted to sexting Jamie. And once again with these messages, this could be Dream's friends, it could not be. I have no idea who these people even are. I don't know if this is their real account. accounts. So far, literally all of this could be faked. This burner account claimed to have contacted the police about this, who I'm sure will be making this their top priority given the absolute abundance of evidence that we've seen. Due to false information and claims about the people running this account, I feel the need to give clarity to everything. There are two people behind this account. Neither of them are the person Dream has publicly slandered and caused a hate riot against. A hate riot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this account also was saying that some of their evidence is stuff they don't want to show because it contains child exploitation material. That could be real. Maybe it is real, but I don't know that. Why should everyone just believe that right off the bat? Could they not just be lying about that? You guys not see why I'm so black-pilled on these allegations? Basically no proof in every case against Dream, and the people making the allegations apparently feel no burden to prove anything to anyone other than themselves. And now a bunch of children are claiming Dream admitted to messaging a child. But if Dream was like 19 and the person was 17, once again, like what exactly is the issue? I don't see it, bros. Now, Dream did seem to confirm that the moaning video was actually him when he said this. They were in an awkward and weird relationship with my ex for a while, and now we're trying to ride the internet hate wave to hit me while I'm down. I made the mistake of being intimate with this completely above age friend years ago, and I haven't talked to them in years. And like here he is denying that he groomed this person. How could this be him admitting it? He's denying it. Come on guys, get with it. Your brains are literally falling out of your fucking ears. Now he could be lying, but we don't know that. You don't know that. So zip your mouth and let's wait until more information comes out. With the allegations we have now, we don't have enough proof to say anything. Now another account called Layla was accusing Dream as well apparently, and saying he was a gooner, and they straight up falsely accused him and then admitted it, which Keemstar posted onto his account.
That you guys are saying I'm a bad person, because I already know that I'm a bad person. I know that I'm a horrible, horrible, nasty fucking person, but I don't care. I've accepted I'm a horrible person, and I'm just riding this fame out until it stops, because it eventually will stop. So I'm just taking the most out of it. So yeah, call me a horrible person. I do not give a single frick. Grr. And I'm not a Dream stan, bro. I just like drama. Jesus Christ.
I wish the worst for this person, genuinely. Fucking freaks like this are why allegations get so muddy and hard to cover. And it's hard to understand what actually happened. You know, this person is doing a disservice to the world. Truly. I hope they slip on a banana peel. So with all of that out of the way, here is Dream's response on his public account. Working on a video responding to everything going on, and it's my top priority as it's incredibly serious. Dream did what? I was assaulted and lied about by a drunk voice actor I had just met, and then a burner account posted a secondhand claim telling stories for a victim that doesn't agree or even know what's going on. This is people's lives. I'm begging you to listen to what I have to say and watch my video when it's out. It's not this week's joke. It's not just haha Minecraft YouTuber is a pedo or haha cringe speedrun guy got beat up by Gumball. It's incredibly serious and impacts so many lives. My friends, my family, my employees, and all actual victims of abuse, physical and sexual. This is terrible and not haha Dream moan audio just dropped. And by the way, that moan audio is probably revenge porn. As a prior victim of domestic violence and someone who was just assaulted, seeing essentially unsubstantiated revenge porn of me being spread as proof I diddle kids and people championing someone that assaulted me and a random Uber driver has really impacted my mental state. It's incredibly difficult for me to have a level-headed, thoughtful response given the circumstances, but I'm working on a video and will be as gracious as I can towards everyone concerned, even if I'm incredibly frustrated. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense he's having a hard time getting his head on straight considering the entire internet like is either making fun of him or calling him a groomer, which, I mean, you can make fun of him, but these memes are kind of playing into these allegations at this point, and it's kind of just fueling into this giant tornado of cancer that's going on around Dream. He said, I'm not a P-word, I didn't goon anyone, and what's being spread in this particular instance is black and white, and I will lay everything out in my video, including the situation with me being assaulted and other situations that are incredibly serious. Just a temporary statement before my video, please withhold judgment. And I am attempting to withhold it. I'm trying to do my due diligence, okay? I'm a good guy.
Or am I?
Now, this is an interesting response, and I would agree that if Dream is innocent, then whoever posted that video is a horrible person for basically posting his private interactions. I think if someone sexts someone else, as long as there's not any grooming going on, to leak that is straight up disgusting. Even if one of them is a content creator, that doesn't give you a right to just leak that person's private life into the open. Now, things could change. Maybe there will be some game-ending proof somewhere out there, but as of now, I have yet to see it. Someone who had a good reply to Dream with some solid advice was Quite, actually, who was falsely accused, I think earlier this year, and he said this: I don't know if you're guilty or not, but advice, stop talking on Twitter and everywhere else and focus on making the damn video. You keep creating more and more issues for yourself that people are going to want addressed and muddying the waters of the situation because of the sheer amount of stuff you put out in a bunch of different places. The patience people are willing to give you has a limit, and doing this back and forth instead of replying comprehensively all at once wears away at that while failing to clarify the situation at all. This type of thing is a waste of your time. Focus towards that comprehensive response as well as everybody else's. And this is very, very real and great advice. People's attention span for this kind of thing is short, unfortunately, and if you don't seize the moment moment when the time is right and spend time responding to literally everyone on Twitter and letting the waters get muddy, then it will be so much harder to correct the record because people will like not even want to pay attention anymore. You know, things on the internet move so fast. The reason why Quay's response was so all-encompassing is people thought he was guilty and then he said nothing until he dropped his response and then everybody had to watch it. I think Dream should drop Twitter and make the video, which he seems to be kind of doing now. And everyone else seems to think this too, so considering the disparity in likes between Quay and Dream, I think we can agree that public opinion, at least public opinion that doesn't think Dream is guilty, wants him to make a response and wants it to be good, and thinks that Quay's advice here was solid. I'm curious if Dream is going to respond to the idea that he cultivated this crazy fan base. Not saying he deserves what's happening to him right now, but this crazy parasocial fan base who's obsessed with everything he does, which he played into by calling them his kittens, definitely has hurt him in the long run. I don't envy this fan base at all, no matter how much money Dream makes. Plus, I think he bought a Tesla with his money, which is like, bro, you have $20 million. Buy a Ferrari. Literally anything other than a Tesla. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike, and drop a comment down below with your thoughts on the Dream stuff at this point. I'm in pretty deep, and I'm curious to see his response, and I think he's probably not guilty, but we'll see. See you in tomorrow's video. Bye. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members-only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.
No